All right, team, real quick, I'm gonna be going over the ring thing, legitimately called the ring thing, okay? So this is a muscle up support system, primarily for muscle ups. Of course, you could do dips and pull-ups, a few other variations of movements in here, but you have a pulley system which takes 50% of your body weight off the lift, so it makes the lift a lot easier to perform. So then you can perform a lot of the high skill set movements and refine the motor patterning. So this is gonna be primarily used for two purposes, as I mentioned, motor patterning or skill set acquisition, and then the other side of it would be strength development, depending on where you are on the strength curve and where you are with relative to your body weight, okay? But this video is going to express how to get this thing set up, and then in later videos we'll talk about how we can use it. So when you're getting it set up, there is a Velcro strap on the back that adjusts width a little bit, so you can adjust the width a bit on the back. That one's primarily set all the time, so it's the front one that you'll adjust slightly, okay? So I have this just to my height here, so you set it around the waist, and then there's leg straps which are going to be needed to be set up so that way the unit doesn't slide up your torso, okay? The only difference is going to be we have the one set up and multiple people are going to be using it, so you're going to have to reset up for yourself every time you come in, of course, okay? So you'll get yourself in. Feels a bit like a jolly jumper for kids or something like that, but when you see it in action, it's going to be super, super cool, okay? So when you get inside of here, the bands are going to be around your back, okay? So I'll show you that right now I cannot do a strict muscle up, but with the ring thing, watch this. Okay, so then when you see it used, you now have the idea of how this thing can be really productive in your strength development, as well as your understanding of these movements. And I am primarily focusing on the muscle up because that's what this thing was designed for, was to get people to understand the transitions under a bit of load, but at obviously much less load than their full body weight. One of the biggest problems with learning movements like this is the fact that they're very, very difficult to set up with bands and other alternatives to make you feel the entire range of motion while you're going through it. But this unit right here allows you to do that. So of course you can focus solely on just the dip portion. So you can go through full range of motion dips with 50% body weight. You could theoretically adjust the height of this a little bit as well, and you could focus on pull-ups. So you could just do pull-up variations in here. You could maybe do a false grip pull-up, a normal pull-up. You could do different variations on the rings. But your primary focus will be the muscle up, okay? So I'm gonna leave it there. This is just basic setup for the ring thing, all right? Then I'm gonna go over some ways that you guys can use it in training after this.